Hello again, it's Noob, and this is, well, it's a partially disassembled Avocet ATK attack series 3-star British standard lock. And I actually, genuinely, I like these locks. I think they are really quite good for the price. Generally seem to offer you quite a lot of features and security. You'll see I partially disassembled this because I'm going to do a full 360 pick and gut it for you in a second. And the first thing you'll notice is that, well, this is a thumb turn, and what you've got here is a hardened steel bar that runs all the way through here, which actually assists in providing some anti-snap capability. You'll also see it says EXT exterior, and that means that this needs to face outwards, clearly because it's a thumb turn, but you know, if it wasn't a thumb turn, you still have an interior and exterior side. Why? Well, it just offers you some extra features. Let's take away that and we'll have a look at a bit more detail. What are those features? Well, it offers you some anti-snap, some sort of cutaway here, all the way through into the core or plug, which means if you were trying to snap this in a door frame, then it would break away here. Also, look where the breakaway is. It's somewhere around pin 3, so you're left with 3 other pins at the back. So the key would still work, the tip of the key anyway, but you would still need to think of another way to get in. You'll also see at the back it's got some anti-drill hardened steel rods in place here. You've also got trap pins, so 2 of those trap pins are the other side of the brake line, so you end up with 3 pins and anti-drill bars and trap pins to deal with if you did snap this off, so I think that's kind of cool. Avocet also make the ABS lock, which is the dimple lock with the magnetic elements, but this key is sort of a standard key, which means you could get copies made relatively easily, which I guess in some ways is a decrease in security. It depends on your application, but it's nice to have an alternative to the ABS, and I think the ATK offers an awful lot of features. Still got those trap pins, still got some anti-bump, anti-snap, anti-drill features there, and anti-pick pins. So let's just show that this works all nicely. Throw it in a vise, have a full 360 pick and gut, and I'll see you in a second. So the lock's in the vise, and hopefully we can have a go at picking this. Let me just show you how the key aligns these trap pins, and I've mounted the lock this way up so you get a really good view of them and how we pick them. You can see they align with positions 6, 4 and 2, and look at that bitting, pretty good actually, isn't it? Now naturally, when the key's inserted and you've got the key pins now at shear line, the trap pins do not fire into the core. Likewise, if I turn it all the way around to the back, you can see that they don't fire into the core because of the back of the key is keeping the opening in that keyway closed. Okay, so yes, you do have these same trap pins on the other side, and if we want to do the full 360 pick, we'll have to pick past those too. Now we should be able to do the majority of the picking just with a simple tension tool, an L wrench and a short hook. So let's have a go at doing that. Quite firm tension with this lock, I find. Pin 3 there, nice click. 5, 2, we click on 1, nice click on 2 there now, back to the back, 6, 5, oh, more clicks on 3 and 2 just there. Anything on 6 at the back? No, nothing on 5, nothing on 4, 3, 2, 1. 6, 5, 4, 3, and we've got an open. Look at that. Now, what's going to happen is, of course, is that the keyway is now facing here. You can see the notch at the top, and we've got these 3 trap pins. Look what's going to happen. They've just dropped down. Now, to pick these, you might need to wiggle your tension tool a little bit as you go onto the pins. I'll show you what I mean. So just try and find one of them, and I might need a deeper hook for this. I might try and use a medium hook now. Is to get underneath a pin and see what's binding, maybe 6, and wiggle the tension until it sets. So get under a pin and feel that 3's binding now. Gently wiggle and put some light pressure on. There you go. And then I think 2 now. They don't always bind in this order, so just be careful. I'm on 2, I believe. And again, it's just about staying underneath that pin and wiggling the tension, I find, is the best way. These little trap pins are like little T-pins, so I've had to just drop all the pins back down. One wasn't binding properly, so again I'm on position, was it 2, then 4, there we go, 4. Let's try 6 now. Try and find pin 6. I think I'm on 6. Again, just wiggle that tension until we get that to set, and then go back round, check those other pins, pin 2 there, pin 3 there, and once they're all set, you should see the core eventually just move round. Just checking each position again. These little trap pins can be a bit of a pain and misalign at the slightest hint of bother. So again, it's just about staying on those pins and wiggling the tension until you get a proper nice set on those pins. And I think we've got it, yeah. Now, the next thing we're going to come against is the back of the keyway here is going to, and maybe I'll just turn that around a little bit for you now, just so you can see the back of the keyway come round, and you've got a row of trap pins up here, and they're going to fire in. There we go. You can't move it, right? These ones should be quite easy. So you can just put in another tension tool or the back of a pick and just wiggle them until they feel like they are going to be set. And eventually, maybe this gem, the back of the gem, got to just get it so that all the trap pins are pushed against the back, and hopefully you can move this whole core round. Can be a bit of a pain, so stick with it. It's all about sort of wiggling and jiggling until the core's ready to move around, really. There we go, got it. Now, what's going to happen here is that the key pins may drop into the keyway and stop them there, so that should be easy. Just again put the back of a pick in. There you go, got those, and then we'll get all those trap pins firing into the keyway. And this side, again, just back of the tension tool, or a pick or something, doesn't really matter. And you'll see what I'm saying about it's hard to get those to align in a way which means that core will turn. These little trap pins, they do a good job at, would you believe, trapping the core. And it can be really frustrating, especially when you're on camera. There we go, all the way around. And yep, the final set of trap pins on the other side. You won't be able to see me pick those, so I'm going to try my best. All you'll get is a tension tool up in the front of the camera, which is why I actually used a bit of autofocus on there, so it locks, or focus locks, so it locks the camera position. So I'm just going to try and again, you need to sort of wiggle the tension, stay on a pin, wiggle the tension until it sets. I think we've got position 1, sorry 2, isn't it? It's 2, not 1. And now we need position 6. Go back through. I think I've got 6 now, but I've dropped some because it's not open. That's 1 back, so it must be position 4, or so it's the first trap pin, but it's okay. I think they're all done. So what's not binding? Ah, got it. Okay, which means we've done the full 360. Phew. Okay, right. Let's try and gut this now, and I'll try and keep it in camera. First of all, let's have a look at this chamber, and you'll see that this is where these little trap pins lie. So just here are where the trap pins go, and you'll see there's a little lip there, and that's what these little trap pins catch on. So if you look there, you'll see that these trap pins are like a little T-pin on a spring, and the inner part of that T-pin can easily catch on the inner lip of the chamber there and stop you from picking it. It is a right pain. You'll notice how all the way through this weakened section of the lock is for its anti-snap feature, all the way through the core, sorry, the body, and you'll even see, here we go, cut most of the way through the core as well, so it'll snap off and still have 3 pins left inside. Here and here are where we had these really big anti-drill hardened steel pins which go inside there like that, one either side. Now if we look at the pins inside, you'll see what we've got. So let's put this little trap pin there. So you've got your key pins and your driver pins. They seem to be sort of balanced stacks for the most part here. There you go. So we've got anti-bump pin, which isn't behaving in chamber 1. Oh, there he is, anti-bump pin. Very long key pin. We have the 2 trap pins in chamber 2, all standard key pins as it happens, apart from at the back the anti-drill. And I suppose actually when you think about it, if you snap the lock and try to drill it, then you'd want drill protection at the back of the lock as well. And it looks like all of the drill protection is in the latter half of the cylinder, which is kind of cool actually when you think about it. The spools are arranged depending on the length of the, I think these two are actually wrong, the length of the driver pin. You have balanced stacks so you don't overload the chambers, and you've got either double spools or single spools. You have what looks like an anti-bump hardened steel pin here. No, it's just standard in a very long key pin chamber, but it does have a different strength spring, a steel spring. And then we have, again, stainless steel standard driver in 6. And again, the matching little trap pins. So kind of cool to be able to gut one of these and see inside it. Very, very cool lock. I actually really like the Avocet ATK, and would definitely consider using this in my own applications, actually, for that matter, for various reasons. So yeah, very cool. I hope you enjoyed me picking that, the full 360, and gutting it. Just have a look at those pins again. Very, very, very cool. Alright, hope you enjoyed that, and I'll see you next time.